This episode of The Modern Rogue brought to you by the delicious, fresh, easy to prepare foods over at Factor. There is no catch, except that the URL is go.factor75.com/rogue120, and you have to use promo code rogue120 at checkout, but you'll get $120 off. It's delicious food.
Look at this beast. Look how big this thing is. What is that over there?
Oh, God! Let's not shoot this one inside. Oh, God. It's like a big...
Was that a little heavy for you?
No, it's just right. Oh, God.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, God. Ooh. We'll be making some water guns today, hopefully adult version water guns.
Both of us are parents. Both, I'm sure, had water gun fights with our children. What better way to completely own their asses in the backyard than with something like this?
Yes. Okay, so we're starting a new build series. And I think it would be fun to do a little bit more in-depth builds and then be able to hand these builds off to Jason and Brian for them to be able to test. And so I saw an advertisement the other day for kids' water guns, and they were running around the house squirting each other with water guns. I was like, those look lame. So, let's actually design a water gun that would actually own your kids. And so the first thing I was looking around for was like, well, maybe I could do a pneumatic pump, and maybe we'll do one of those in the future. And then was thinking like, what else could we do? And then I happened to see an advertisement for one of these.
And what is that?
So this is actually a battery-powered pressure washer from your local hardware store. So these are basically a built-in water gun that you connect to your hose, or a bucket. So I was thinking, well, that's pretty cool. I think that actually could do pretty well. Okay. Ooh, it uses that water pretty quick. Oh, that's not bad.
All right, now go get another and wash my car.
Yeah, exactly right. I thought, well, how can we actually plus this up and make it look cool? Because that doesn't necessarily look super intimidating. It's not bad, but it's not like amazing. So I was like, well, maybe we can dress it up with some PVC parts, because y'all know I love some PVC parts. Also, we need a water source, right? Because this one actually has an attachment where you can attach a 2-liter bottle, but that doesn't sound like enough water for what we want to do. It could probably work. So I'm thinking about actually upgrading that piece. What do you think, Jeff? Brilliant idea, stupid idea?
I think we should do it.
Yeah, it's a dumb idea. but I like it. I'm thinking that we start with upgrading the barrel to make it look a little bit more like something more impressive, I guess I should say. So the first piece I bought was some PVC pipe. I am in hardware store. Yes. A piece of 1.5 inches will slide over just perfectly. This piece right here. It'll actually fit in there. It just gets pretty tight. And then it will also run up against the barrel. Let's see, that fits perfectly in there.
Bonus.
Bonus, right? I think it beefs up the barrel, don't you? Doesn't that look pretty good?
Yep, more intimidating.
But one of the challenges is it will wobble around in there. So I found some of this foam. Some of this stuff right here. Brilliant. And so this is just normal insulated foam for pipes. And so this actually fits perfectly into the PVC pipe. Just like that.
Wow.
Right?
Yep.
So I think what we're going to try first is just a little sample of this. We're going to split the seam open. And then I think all we have to do is slide it around that pipe, because we're not going to need a tremendous amount of this. Can I tear it? Yeah, it'll be fine. I should have scissors. We'll clean that up in a minute. See, fits just about perfect around there. Actually, let me grab some tape right quick. Yes, tape. You can see that our warehouse is destroyed. We had our founders event the other day, and we have not cleaned up since. I'm thinking duct tape and maybe some gaffer's tape. What do you think?
Agreed.
So I want just enough tape on there just to hold it in place. It's not going to really go anywhere, but
Is this potentially going to bulk it up too much to fit in there?
I think it's going to be able to compress pretty good. Also, I can use the tape to wrap it a little bit tighter if I need to. The only part I'm really concerned about is this piece right here at the top.
Yep.
So I may trim some of that off here in a second if it doesn't look like it's going to work well. There, that way y'all won't know what this is. Jeff, you ever built many things? Would you label yourself as a builder?
No.
No?
You've seen how I get nervous around power tools.
I do. So let's pump that in there. Do we even have markers in here?
We did.
I don't know if a dry erase is going to do it for us. Oh, here's one. Look at us. Look at us.
Perfect.
Found it. Nailed it. Okay. What I'm going to do now is just do a rough measurement here. This doesn't have to be super precise. So I'm just making a mark. Yeah, should be pretty good. So this is 1.5 inches. These say they are big enough to cut 1.5 inches. I don't know if I believe it. 1 5/8 inches. That sounds like more than 1.5 inches.
It does look questionable, though.
Very questionable. I think these might be lying to me. You're gonna make me bring out the real tools.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is where I get frightened.
Nobody look. This is the proper way. It's not the proper way. Okay. Now let's take this apart and see if this fits. It does, Jeff.
Ooh. Does it?
It does. Well, I don't want to stick it in there too far. See how it doesn't fit on this part exactly perfect?
Yep.
So I think I may have to sand. Oh,
Ooh.
maybe not.
Another
Maybe I
bonus.
designed this perfectly. Maybe I got extremely lucky. Oh,
Wow. That's pretty great.
okay. Oh no. Now I got to get this down in there.
Correct.
Ooh. Now what I'm trying to do is seat this down into the barrel piece. Looks like that white mark is my center. I want to mark a little further out so make sure I can still see it. A little off there and a little off there. And that way it'll give this piece a little extra space. Get in there. Get in there, Jeff. Oh, there we go.
This is some advanced level building we have going on here. This is
Super
awesome.
High tech. There we go. So there's our point right at the center of that silver thing there. Ooh. Ooh. Well, oh.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right. So I push that out a little bit, and that's okay. I can do that. There. Oh, ooh. Ooh. Jeff.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's not too bad.
How's that look? I think if we cover some of this up right here,
Yes, correct. Yep.
probably hit that with some of the gaff tape right there.
Sure.
That looks beefier, right?
Yep, it definitely does. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
So now, let's think about the water situation. So we have a couple different adapters, one for a water hose, but it doesn't make much sense to run around your yard attached to a water hose when you could just use the water hose, right?
Yes, yes.
And so this actually can go into anything. So I was thinking about a backpack. These pump a fair amount of water. So this one's, I think it's 0.8 gallons per minute of water, which is a fair amount of water. Also, I think this one is 360 PSI, so we will have to be a little bit careful not to shoot each other in the eyes with it. I think I'm going to sand this next, and then we'll move on to the backpack in just a second.
All right.
So, because I think we should paint this, right? Don't you think we should shoot
I
that
agree.
with some,
Oh, yeah,
some paint?
for sure.
And so all I'm doing here is PVC pipe is super slick, so I want to rough it up so the paint will actually stick to it. It's already pretty smooth, so we don't have to worry about that. Just wanted to scratch the surface so the paint will stick.
Gotcha.
So this is 80 grit medium sandpaper block. Okay. I think I have a backpack, Jeff.
I think you have one that matches pretty damn close to the same color. It's close.
Yeah, it's close enough, I think, right? They actually have some of the backpacks that are full camel backpacks for hiking and biking and that kind of stuff. Was going to use one of those, but those actually don't hold very much water at all. They only hold 1 liter, 2 liters. Some are a little bit more than that. But I need something with actually gallons worth of water, or it's only going to last for a couple seconds.
Right.
So these are a little over 2 gallons each. So I wanted to start with these to see if we could even carry it in our back. So it's just a flexible water bag with a screw cap. This hose doesn't obviously fit perfectly in there, so we're gonna have a gap. So I think I might drill out the cap.
Ooh, yes.
I'm not too worried about a perfect seal, because I think the weight is gonna hold it upright. And if it's empty, then I'm not worried about it spilling on me, right? So I'm only worried about when it's full, and the water's gonna wanna stay down. So as long as I don't like tip over or fall over or something like that, I think it's gonna be fine.
Yep.
Especially if we can cut this, a hole in this lid the same rough diameter of the hose.
Sure.
What's nice is these are foldable.
It's only going to hold one bag, though, right?
Yes. So kind of what I'm thinking is something along the lines of this. How's that look?
That looks pretty cool, honestly.
Does it look effective?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. Does that look any cooler?
No.
Yeah, it looks like more like a
I
chain
think
gun or
from
something.
Correct, yeah. Yeah. And even from a practical perspective, I think it just makes more sense to have more hose.
Okay, so that seems effective. I'll be back.
All
Don't
right.
go anywhere.
All right.
Jeff, just imagine me looking for drill bits back here.
Imagining.
Imagining. Keep imagining.
Got it. Holding it.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Maybe. Oh, I need the drill. Oh God. Oh. Okay. Our tool department is legendary.
It's pretty impressive.
It's like impressive. Yeah, it's kind of like a nightmare is like a dream. Oh, Jeff.
You got it?
1/2 inch right there.
Ooh.
I don't think I have a 1/2 inch. Nope, just 3/8 regular bit. So we're going to use a wood paddle bit, which is not the appropriate bit.
But here we go.
But here we go. Jeff, don't try this at home.
Don't worry.
Jeff,
Oh, Lord.
This is gonna have a high chance of.
Oh, God.
Oh,
You didn't finish that sentence.
of working perfectly.
I didn't expect that.
I think it's gonna be a little too small, but can we cram it through?
Seems like that would
Because-
be preferable.
Would be. Oh, I think we can.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. These are some of the accessories that it came with. What I'm looking for is something that will hold this on.
Hold it.
Also, so it can't pull out of the cap.
Oh.
So this is what it came with. So I think we could still sink this down into the bottom of the bag. My only real concern is how do we keep the hose in the bottom of the bag? So to keep it from, when we stick it down inside, having it come back up to the top, floating back up,
Yep.
or whatever. So I was trying to think of an idea of something to weigh this down and to be able to keep the pipe in the bottom of the bag. Fishing weights, we can tie something heavy to it. We'll solve that problem in a little bit.
Right.
Ooh. So this is actually a quick connect for it,
Which means,
which means you can snap it on to other accessories like
oh,
that.
okay, gotcha.
So you can click it on there.
Oh.
So you can create a loop, infinite water. So you put water in this side and it comes out this side and goes back in this side. It's infinite water.
We just solved water crises across
Yeah,
the
right.
globe with
This is,
an infinite
with a good filter,
water
Jeff, this
hose.
would be great for a desert because you could attach this to one end and put this in your mouth. And that way you could just recycle all
What
the
do you
water.
mean one end?
Oh no. I think I might have made a mistake. Will this fit in here?
Oh, the hole for the. Oh.
Brilliant idea foiled. I wonder if you can take that apart. See those little grooves cut in it right there?
Yep.
So this looks like it's meant to be a wrench put there. So let's get it on there. Yep, sure enough.
Nice.
But I was hoping this would unscrew from the green. Will it? Oh, I don't know if it will. Oh no, it doesn't. Well, maybe it does.
Look at
It
that.
does. Which is perfect. That is all we need. So this green thing right here, Jeff, just holds it on. So it's a compression fitting.
Okay.
So this green thing screws on to this black part. So we insert that. And when we screw that on, there's a little bevel inside of this that actually mashes up against the hose
Okay.
and kind of clamps it down. So we take and screw that on, if we can find the right thread. There we go. Ow. 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 So now that can't pull through the pipe. So that way when you're messing around with the cord, it won't
Yep.
just automatically pop out. We still may need to solve the weight problem because see how it curls up?
Yep.
So when we stick it down in there, I don't want it to curl up out of the water.
Right.
Maybe just tie a wrench to it. Sink it down in there. Now let's see if this one will fit down inside our bag. Oh, Jeff.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Jeff. See, that's perfect.
That does look pretty great.
So what to use for a weight on there? I actually do like the wrench idea because if it's truly plated, it's not going to rust. It's going to be heavy. We can remove it at any time. So I'm really actually thinking about just using a wrench. What about a socket instead of a wrench?
Oh, the socket itself. Is that going to be heavy enough?
I think so. No? You want something heavier?
Yeah, it seems like there's.
A lot of tension?
Correct, yeah. It's. I mean, if we're really looking for something that's going to hold it down while moving around, while water's inside.
Jeff, I think I solved it.
Uh-oh. What do you got?
2 sockets. But I also need it to be small enough to fit through this hole as well.
Sure, sure.
They won't both fit through there at the same time, I don't think. Ooh, yeah, they will, just barely. Woo. I'm gonna try to find a more elegant solution, but I wanna be able to test all this stuff before we kind of like finalize things.
Yep.
So what I'm thinking about doing, this gaffer's tape sticks pretty dang well. So I just wanna tape it on there as close as I can to the pipe, and then we'll find something more elegant, or we won't. Maybe this will be the exact thing we were looking for.
How does it feel?
Actually
Heavy?
feels pretty good. I don't think it's gonna wanna curve up too much with just one. Oh God, oh yeah. Yeah, we may never get it out, but we got it in there. So now let's get our marker and mark the pipe. Inked myself. It's not an injury counter.
I was going to say it for a minute. I was like, oh no. That's.
I don't. Jeff, we never have to worry about the injury counter on this program, do we? That's just on the other one, right? The other show?
We're really going to be testing those waters here, aren't we?
Yeah. And wrap. And wrap. Jeff, this is your spot where you're supposed to wrap. No. All right, now give me a little bit more of that and hold this bottom side for me.
Okay.
So we are creating a little bit of a border to keep this pipe from moving up and down, and also maybe to keep a little bit of the water from splashing out. See, now we can't go either way, really.
Yep.
That looks pretty good. Now let's sink her in our backpack. Do we want to test it first before we put it in the backpack?
Yeah, let's sink it in there and test
Let's
it.
do that. I like that idea. I like that idea. Of course, I do it the wrong way, Jeff. Ah, dang it.
You got this, Corey. I believe in you.
What do you think about running that through there? Yeah, check that out.
Ooh.
Man, look at us getting fancy. So now, I think we connect it and fill it up. We're gonna spill so much water. Why are we not doing this outside?
Because it's hot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, check it out, Jeff. Smart.
Ooh.
Oh, God. Oh, God, this is working perfect. This is exactly what we planned.
Yeah, we didn't think this part through
No.
too well, did we?
No.
Ooh. It's getting heavy, Corey.
Can't believe it's gonna hold this whole jug. Wonder how many gallons this jug is.
Oh,
Ooh,
there we
full.
are. That's just
How
about
many
perfect.
gallons is that?
Look at that.
Does it say?
Yeah.
2 gal.
Okay.
2 gal to there, maybe. So I think it's a little over 2 gallons. So yeah, it's probably the same as that one.
So probably not 2 bags. It seems like it'll be.
Challenging.
Yep.
Oh, that's perfect.
Is it?
That actually feels like the right amount. Any more would be a problem, but that's
Good.
It sits right on your lower back.
Yep.
So that actually feels really good. Where's my hose?
Well,
Oh, there it is.
should we go test it?
Let's go test it. So this one has different nozzles. So a 15-degree, a rinse, and a turbo. This one I don't expect to be wicked amazing, but I think because it's gonna put out so much water, because like most water guns are not gonna put out near 0.8 or 1 gallon per minute. So I think this is actually gonna not look super impressive, but be pretty impressive on the amount of water coming out. And so we'll kind of see which one. This one I'm thinking about doing short range.
Yep.
And then we actually have, here in a second, we're gonna build The bigger one.
Yeah.
The bigger one. All right. Oh, here we go. Oh,
Yep, go for it.
oh no. I don't think we're connected here well. Yeah, see, we weren't locked in there. Yeah. I think we're gonna have to go cut that down. Wear your safety glasses. That was me reminding me in the future. My eyes needed the dexterity.
Gross.
Gross, indeed. All right, now let's see if we can't get this lined up in there better and locked into place. There it went. So now, slide that up a little bit there. And then I think we'll put something over that to make that look a little cooler, although it doesn't look terrible like that.
No, no.
All right, now let's take it back outside.
Round 2.
Probably won't show up very good on camera, but we're gonna let it build pressure. I don't know, I'm not building pressure. I wonder if we have something kinked or... Wonder if I messed the hose up.
Oh. What's it? Meeting.
Oh, is that what people are bothering me for? What
Yeah.
time is it? So, Jeff,
We had a bit of a problem.
we had a problem where it wasn't working. And trying to figure out what the heck happened, I was first guessing it was something with the way we had this jammed on there. Maybe something got blocked or something weird was happening. It turns out, no, something much easier. So this little piece right here, this actually unscrews. Well, that's all cool and dandy, except if it just slightly unscrews, then it can't pull the vacuum anymore on the water. So this was slightly unscrewed, so I couldn't pull the vacuum anymore, so it wouldn't work. Oh.
At least the solution was simple.
Yes, it was simple, so tighten that up some. Okay. While we were away, we cut this piece off. So I may just try to add that back on there, then we'll tape it all up to make it look pretty. Go ahead and slide that on. Clip. Stab it. Put that in there. Clip that on there. And we can put all that together and tape it up, make it look good. Okay, so now let's go and test it, Jeff.
Let's do it. So, realistically, could you run around with this thing,
Oh, yeah.
or okay?
That look good?
Yeah, it did.
Ooh,
Round 3.
ooh,
Ooh.
ooh. Oh, yeah. Get the bubbles out. Try the rinse mode. Okay. Whew. Wind. Turbo. Oh, that one's a little silly. But I think this one right here for close range. as the pistol. That's a lot of water.
That does look like it's putting out a fair amount of water.
Yeah, see how wet that is?
Oh yeah.
It doesn't necessarily look super impressive until you see all the water that's coming off. Here, let me try this one.
Ooh. Also a lot of water.
That's a lot of water. That one's done. Don't do that one.
Yeah.
So the 15 degree. Puts out pretty good water. Okay.
Yeah, it does. Success.
Okay, well, let's work on the second one. It looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this thing.
It actually is a shocking amount of water.
It is a shocking amount of water that comes out of there.
It feels more impressive than it looks, actually.
Yeah. And so now I'm thinking, let's do a upgraded version right quick.
Okay.
Same concept.
However,
Maybe more powerful. So let me put some tape over the name of this one so everybody doesn't know the brand of it. There we go.
look at that. Perfect.
Nobody will know. Oh, don't look at that. So this one is a little bit more powerful. So this one's 550 PSI versus the last one was like 360. So this one's a little bit more powerful. And then what I like about this one is it does have the normal size 1/4 inch adapters. So these are from a normal pressure washer.
Okay. Yep.
And this one right here, I think that's the 0. So that one should be pretty much just a straight line of water. So it should shoot the farthest. I do have different tips. So if we can play with those if we want a little wider spread.
Yep.
And then it's got the normal barrel clip-on attachment, quick release. There we go. Let's look at adding maybe another handle on it. What do you think, Jeff?
Oh, I like that. Like a
Little,
grip.
yeah, a little grip down here maybe.
Yep.
Something along these lines. It's the only time this table gets washed. Maybe a little further out? Or does that look pretty good like that?
I think that's probably good like that, honestly.
Let's do that there. Let's pre-assemble this a little bit. So this is once again 1.5 inch pipe with a modified T there. And then this is a reducer from 1.5 inches to 3/4. So we pop that in there. And then cram that in there for the handle. Should be fine. We do have plenty more if we screwed up and we don't like it. Ow. I don't like those as much as my other ones, Jeff. Put the cap on there, so 3/4 inch cap.
How does it feel?
Feels pretty good. Okay. So that nearly fits perfect, but it doesn't. There's a little ring inside that keeps the pipes from sliding all the way through.
Okay.
So this is meant to join two of this size pipe,
Gotcha.
but it keeps it from sliding through. So there's a little ridge right on the inside of there.
Have to sand that off.
Yeah, and let me see right quick if I got a super cheat way to do it. Ooh, super cheat way. Oh, that is magic. 1 inch paddle bit is the exact size we need. Okay, kids, don't try this at home. So the real danger with this one is if it bites, it'll twist your hand. So you got to know to either hold on real tight or to don't do this at all. Jeff? Jeff, I would highly recommend don't do this.
I won't.
You can put it in a vise. So what I'm doing is just going really slow, so that way, there we go. See, Jeff, probably not dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Okay. I was thinking about just trying to have this neck down a little bit to make it look cool, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Stage down a little bit. So maybe we do something like that. This is not going to pass through 3/4 inch. Nope. Okay. We may have to abandon that piece because I don't know if I have the right pieces for that.
Oh, okay.
Which is fine. Maybe we do it with that. Have a big muzzle at the end. And just have that just barely sticking out.
I like it.
Good thinking, Jeff. So now we need to do the same thing except with this one. So that way we can have it just sticking out just about like that.
Yep.
And that can go on there. That can go on there. Yeah. Perfect. Looking promising?
Definitely.
Ooh. And it actually holds that in there pretty nice too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. That's looking pretty good.
Okay. Yep. So that goes in there like that and twists. So I want you to just come up to right around in here. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a measurement from right here, just eyeballing it.
Yep.
This doesn't have to be precise. Somewhere around in there. Sand the little rough parts off. Shabamo.
Ooh.
What do you think? Look pretty good?
Yes, it does.
Ooh. We'll do the same thing on the backpack, right? So we'll run the pipe. I got the hose. We'll run it to the backpack. I have a yellow backpack over there to match the yellow of this bad boy. And then so I think we should rough these up and spray paint some of these. All right, so now I'm looking for paint. Maybe some yellow, Modern Rogue yellow. I got several colors. Maybe spray paint the tip red or yellow, maybe?
Maybe yellow.
Yeah, maybe match. So pretty much all of this black.
Agreed.
Once again, we don't have to be super crazy with these. Just enough to make the paint stick. Jeff, you ever spray painted many things?
Not things I was supposed to.
Okay, that's fair. think we'll go ahead and take these apart. Maybe. Oh, God.
Or not?
Gosh, dang it.
Ooh.
That was at least 10% of my grip strength, and I didn't like it. Always spray paint in a well-ventilated area. Jeff, it's already getting hot out here.
Corey, yeah.
All right, so now this one has a slightly different end on it with the filter. We're gonna take that bad boy off, hopefully. Yep. Why? What is this? Why do they do this, Jeff? Tell them don't do that no more.
Do you know?
So this one, I think we're gonna have to cut because it's super long.
Ooh, that is super long.
I don't know if I want to deal with that length. Guess we should get a reasonable, accurate measurement. What do you think? Looks pretty decent.
I think so, yeah.
That should give us something to play with anyway, so I think we'll start there, and
Okay.
we can always trim it down if we
Need to, yep.
so choose. Yeah. Hey, worked. Woo. There's some water that leaked out of that bad boy. Okay.
A little bit.
So now we need to do the same trick as we did last time and drill a hole through the cap. Jeff, what size is that? Do you remember?
Half
Oh,
inch.
look at you. And you are concerned. Okay, so that goes in there. And then we can go ahead and put this back on here. Might as well put the filter on just because it'll hold it down there towards.
Yep.
Oh, actually, you know what? Smart enough to test it to see if it actually fits in here. And it does not.
Good thing.
Now we need our patent pending weight device. Mm-hmm. Brilliant, Jeff.
Now, and just to clarify, the bags in the backpacks are, for all intents and purposes, identical.
Yes. Yep, bags and backpacks are identical. Let's get her down in there. Now let's tape the top like we did last time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Spout on this side. Spout on this side. There we go. There we go. What are we thinking?
Looking good. Looking good.
Put that through there. So now I say we go and fill it up at the sink.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Much easier.
That's the way to do it, Jeff. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. It's a little moist. All right, come over here, Jeff. Join me.
All right.
We've done some clips of me building stuff in the past, but we really haven't done any true behind-the-scenes builds.
Right.
And then also, even on screen, we're skipping steps a little bit and kind of working around some stuff for entertainment and speed purposes.
Yep.
So what's your thoughts on joining for the real process?
Well, to me anyway, to somebody who does not know anything about tools, about cutting things, about any of this, it actually is, it's fairly complicated for even how simple we're keeping it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not doing
Yeah.
a whole heck of a lot here, just some minor adjustments.
Some minor adjustments, minor fixing things, yeah.
Yeah.
So these are the type of builds I like to do. I'd like to do a few more in-depth ones, of course. But I grew up on basically a working farm, right? And so we did all our own repairs. We did all our own work. We had limited tools. Mostly it was me and my dad. We did just everything. I was always attached to my dad's hip, fixing all kinds of plumbing parts, fixing sheds, fixing buildings, building chairs, building whatever. And so I enjoy those kind of builds where we get to just see what parts are laying around. That's why I like doing these builds or hardware store builds. We'll come up with some sort of design, right? Like, let's build a, one of these weapons over here. But how am I actually going to build one of those in a short enough time that it makes sense to build on a Modern Rogue episode? Something that's easy enough for Jason and Brian to be able to walk them through.
Yep.
Keep it entertaining, right? And so, but that's also exactly how I grew up, is like, how do we need a shovel. We don't have a shovel. How are we going to build a shovel right quick? Oh, well, there's a piece of sheet metal over there and there's a stick. Let's make one, you know?
Right.
Or that's a version anyways, right? And so I enjoy doing those kind of builds where like, let's make a crazy cool water gun. Well, we can design a full water gun, which I plan on doing in the future, but this is fun because I saw these super quick build that anybody in a garage can do this, because you don't have to do all the PVC parts and stuff that we're doing here.
Right.
It can just be, you take this and you just put the 2-liter bottle of water on it, or you run it to a backpack like what we're doing, or a 5-gallon bucket you can carry. They'll also have attachments to these that are larger jugs of water.
Okay.
So you can actually do this a super quick build. That's not even really that much of a build. So that way you can harass your kids with a big water gun, which I intend to do this summer. So now we are going to go outside and grab the parts, bring them back in, assemble them, take a look at them, and then maybe go test the big one right quick.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yep, that's good. Jeff, they're still just a wee bit tacky, but so are we.
Nice. Got it. Nice.
Okay. What do you think? Tape
Look-
that up?
Yeah. I mean, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
While we're here?
Yep.
Come on now. It's still connected. See, I can't just not pull the trigger. I think that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, so this part goes into there. That goes onto there. This needs to be twisted to the top like that. The barrel will go on there as well. That looks pretty thick.
That's looking pretty cool.
Pull the hair out. Does that reset the injury game? Here, let's do this. Let's go ahead and put this on there while we can. There we go. Now slide that back. There we go. There we go. Yeah,
And
see,
that
doesn't
thing-
that look cooler than the other barrel?
It's a beast. Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
Does that look better or dumber? So now we are going to give this thing a test and see how well it actually fires to see if it'd be good enough to win a backyard water gun fight. It certainly wins in looks, I believe. Don't you think, Annalisa? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Oh, yeah. How's it look? Look pretty cool?
Hell yeah.
Look pretty good? Getting you a little moist too there, sorry,
little
Jim. So is that a fair amount of water coming down?
Yeah.
Tell me when it hurts.
Okay. Not yet.
There. There we go.
There.
Yeah, so about 3 to 5 feet.
Yep.
Cool. I think that's pretty cool, man. I think that'd dominate. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you proud of yourself?
Yep.
Good.
You'll have to stay here. So I'll see y'all later. Love you. Bye.
Look, Rogues, you know how much I loves me some HelloFresh. The whole cooking a meal at home thing, you feel like a dang wizard. You don't have to do any of the preparation. You get delicious, fresh foods delivered to your door. But what if nobody's looking? What if it's just you and your rumbly tumbly, and all you care about is shutting this one up while having healthy, fresh foods to get you fit? Get yourself a Factor. Now here's the thing, they got all these instructions on the back. I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know if they'll approve this ad, because this is what I usually do. I've got 1 minute and 58 seconds to tell you about Factor. It's good. It's easy to prepare. They show up on your doorstep. The ketos. Fitness starts with food. If you're keto, calorie smart, chef's choice, vegan, veggie, all the options. They got seafood, meat, and plant-based meals. Pescatarians. Sure, it's fine. I mentioned that it's food, right? Just head on over to go.factor75.com/rogue120. Make sure to use promo code rogue120 at checkout and you'll save $120. Don't want to decide? Let them craft your order based on your taste preferences. They got beets. Makes it easy to stick to your... Wow! There's no limit to the magic. If you go to go.factor75.com/rogue120 and use promo code rogue120 at checkout, you'll get $120 off of magic. Still frozen. It's easy, rolls off the tongue. Tongue? Just head on over to go.factor75.com/rogue120. What's that? Use promo code rogue120 at checkout. Get $120 off. See, it's easy. Great. Literally harder than making a meal.
Let's get a...
Modern Rogue is supported in part by viewers like you at patreon.com/modernrogue. In the description, you can find all of our credits and additional ways to support the show.
Maybe after each episode, we should do like a full disclaimers, you know? Like, you know, when they super talk fast at the end of the commercial, you know? Like, this medicine will probably kill you in this many ways. Maybe we should do that at the end of each episode. It'd be like, you should wear gloves when appropriate. You should wear safety equipment when appropriate. You should not do any of the following things you've seen on this show ever.